La 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 la. What? What are you doing? It's Thursday. Get out of here. You don't hear anything that we do on Thursdays, you weirdo. What are you doing with that? Put that down. No, please. What do you want? What do you want? A free Patreon episode? Absolutely not. Ow! Oh, you bitch! You just hit me with that dildo. Oh, ow! Stop it! I'm not a drug dealer, okay? I'm not gonna pull the whole first one's free. Ow! Shit, fine. Bad metaphor. Fine. If you truly don't understand what's on our Patreon page and you want a taste, I'm willing to do that. Just please put that down. Fuck. Here's the one that we did with B. Ross from Super Garbage Day, the episode that aired earlier this Monday. Yeah, it's a perfect example of what we have on our Patreon page of fun banter and talkings with the hosts of the shows we steal. Some people think they're just boring interviews, but that is not the case. So here's an example. And then go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/MJSYPod, MJSYPOD. Subscribe, $3 a month. What? A whole bunch of content? Plus I have a backlog I still got to put on there. There's just going to be an unloading moment of content. It's just going to be a dumpster truck full of content that's going to slide into that Patreon soon. Because what I like to just release en masse and then stop for a little while. But I'm gonna do better. Okay. Anyway, here you go. Here's a taste.
Two best buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy and talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm super excited.
Is this a real hacky sack?
It's a super real hacky sack.
And we got on our show a host of the Super Garbage Day video game podcast, B. Ross. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Michael and Jeremy. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, we're doing
Or
Peachy
morning.
Kino. We've been recording for 7 hours.
Oh, that's very American.
Mike drank a bunch of absinthe earlier.
I did. I had an absinthe high for a lore podcast.
That's great.
We found some made
I'm
with
jealous.
actual wormwood. It's toxic to the human body.
It's 100 milliliters.
You know it's good when it's metric.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
It's riding on the metro.
I think I still feel it.
It's in your face. Your cheeks are sweaty.
I've drank too many different types of alcohol today.
What got you into making a video game podcast, B. Ross?
You know, I've always been kind of a collector, and I'm a child of the '80s, so you know,
So I hate
most of my
video
childhood.
games.
Yeah, I just kind of want to just ruin the scene. No, I've always been a big fan of like the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis era of video games, and I really like making media. And I thought, originally I was gonna make a show where I recorded myself being a garbage man in a rural community because there's so many wacky people and it's just bizarre. And then my boss said, no, that's illegal and we don't have insurance for that. So then I thought, okay, I'll just do a retro game podcast because I'm already forking so much money into this hobby. So
What about
that's kinda what
Undercover
happened.
Boss?
You could be an undercover trash man.
Undercover Boss.
Undercover B. Ross.
That's right.
Ooh, Bros.
Undercover Boss.
But yeah, I totally, I also like the idea of having randomness in a show. And I also don't like the idea of writing out my content. So our whole show is just based on like randomness. And that was the big driving point was I didn't want to be in charge of what the games I picked. I just wanted to play a new one every episode and be forced to review it as long as it was like 20 years older. So that was kind of the whole concept.
How are you playing these games when you play them? Are you using an emulator?
I try not to actually. I try if my, since our stipulation is they have to be 20 years or older because I just can't afford games that can't be emulated.
Fucking
I
Halo.
tried,
You know Halo is over 20 years old
It's
now?
a retro game.
bro. I think like, what is it now? The Xbox 360 is now 20 years old.
Oh my god.
So we're talking Halo 3.
That means every Medal of Honor game is a retro
Halo
game.
3's not
Not
20
yet.
years old. Halo
Not
is 20
yet.
year old. I did the research. I brought it up
Halo
on the
2 as well.
episode.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the two things this podcast does is it kind of lets you reunite with some of your nostalgia and also make you feel super decrepit.
Yeah. I found that
So-
out as we were discussing all of the games that are now 20 years old.
Yeah, but I primarily try to, if I have them on the system, I try to play them, I collect. And if I don't, I really hate emulating. I don't know, I might be like a vapid hipster about this, but there's just something about it that doesn't feel like I'm playing it the way it's intended. And I primarily try to play it I can on hardware, but not a rich man, so I just
I played Earthworm Jim on my phone and it felt horrible.
Yeah, it's not the same.
that's the worst way to play Earthworm Jim.
I know. I love that game.
Unless it's like a smart fridge or something. But
Ooh, that could be fun.
On a pregnancy test. People did that with Doom.
On a pregnancy
know.
test.
Someone played Doom on a pregnancy test.
It's pretty
They did.
hardcore.
yeah, it's crazy what people do, these kids these days.
They're coming out with a remake of Oblivion, Mike.
Really?
That's a retro game.
Oh, yeah. Oblivion is, yes. Oh, I had a skeleton named Steve.
Oh, such a good game.
That's the only one I played of that whole Elder Scrolls.
Did you love every second of it?
I actually did like it.
It's so
and
good.
I tried playing Skyrim and I was like, I just can't get into this game. And then I tried playing Morrowind and I was like, I really can't get into this game. So
No one plays Morrowind.
Morrowind sucks, and Skyrim took away all the cool leveling system out of Oblivion.
yeah, Oblivion just, I don't know, it just did the thing for me. I think if I revisit it now, I'll be like, oh my God, everybody looks like a freaking backrooms mannequin, but
I mean, there's something to
holds
be
up.
said. There's something to
It
be
holds
said about a game where, like, oh, you want to raise your acrobatics, you need to jump around. You want to raise your athletics, you need to run to the location instead of fast travel or ride a horse. Like, you leveled up stuff by actually using the skill.
And if you wanted to just stand there and jump for 20 minutes, that was your prerogative.
Yeah, I'm training.
Exactly.
that's what I did as like an ADHD riddled kid. So it felt realistic to me.
I went to the bar in Bruma. If you jump up on the bar, there's like a little part where you can get stuck. So you just jump once, and it's like you just level up to 100 real quick.
Oh, that's
Good
amazing.
old fashioned exploits.
Yep. Sneak. You just sneak in a corner near somebody and tie a rubber band to your controller and put a book on
Nice.
it. And it just keeps sneaking. You come back 20 minutes later, you're a master of sneak.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. They knew that when they made Skyrim specifically. That's why they got rid of it.
Bastards. Damn Nords.
So let me ask you guys something.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you big retro gamers?
I like games that are old because I'm old.
I think I'm a pretty decent weight, but I do like games.
I must always ask, what is your favorite game that has to be 20 years or older?
Oof. Ooh.
Clay Fighter.
Oh, that was a great game. I forgot about it until
Clay
you just
Fighter?
said it right now.
Clay
Holy shit.
Fighter. High five.
Holy shit, I
You
forgot that
both landed on a
existed.
Clay Fighter.
Holy shit.
Clay
Oh,
Fighter was
I'm just gonna
awesome.
lose my shit.
What a good
Is it
game.
the sculptor's cut, the $5,000 one? And it's like the most expensive Nintendo 64 game ever.
I played it on Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game has a lot of like racial stereotypes too. They go full bore.
I was always the snowman.
Yep.
Bad Mr. Frosty.
Yep. Wow, he knows his shit.
Yeah.
He fucking knows his shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't like that game either. So it's no offense, but yeah, those
Jeff was always Gumby or whatever the stretchy guy was.
Yeah.
Taffy.
Yeah,
think-
Taffy, yeah.
Just because we talked about it, I'll exclude Oblivion, even though I spent 800 to 1,000 hours on that game.
Rubber banding in the bar.
I mean, well, I was rubber banding in the shower. if you know
Another
what
big
I'm
one
talking
for us was Twisted Metal, Jeremy.
Twisted Metal was huge, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go with comics, Comic X.
Yeah. When you're in the comic strip.
So you're the guy who drew the comic, and now you're fighting all the monsters you drew.
Dude, that game's hard as hell.
That fucking game, and every time you die, you go right back to the beginning.
Dude, it looks so cool though. It's such a cool concept.
Picking up little items, one-use items, and you get to choose which panel you go to.
You know, my question is, why didn't they do that with actual comic characters?
IP.
Racism.
Racism. Yeah.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Fun fact. So I was explaining the concept
Of
the-
racism?
of the trolley problem to my daughter.
Oh, right.
And so I was like, all right, so imagine you got 10 people on one side, and then you have someone that you know on the other side, and you have to pick which side kills with this train, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can either kill 10 people or you kill the one person, but it's someone that you know. And
You love.
so, yeah. And so I was like, it's one of your guys, one of your cousins. She calls them her guys. She's like, oh no, I'm going to kill my guy and save the 10 people. And then she was like, oh my guy, I love my guy. I don't want to do. She's like, those 10 people. But what if they're racist? And I've never laughed so hard.
The odds are in her favor that they might be.
She's trying to justify murdering 10
but,
people.
I mean, but so if one of the 10 are, it's justified? That doesn't make any sense to lady.
No, she said, what if they're all racist?
Right.
But what if they're all racist?
They're fresh back from a clan meeting.
Yeah, 2 of them are racist. The other one owns a bunny farm. Go.
Yeah, right?
Oh, that's a tough question. I don't want to ask my daughter that because she's already macabre. She likes horror themed things, so
But Dad,
she'd just be like,
can I take the one I love and put him next to the other 10?
How do I get all of them?
If I hit the 10, can I do a U-turn and hit my friend too?
she would say that. She'd be like, everybody dies, and then we all party in hell. Like, oh,
Well, she's been
Yikes.
playing too much Doom on the pregnancy test.
God, better not be.
What's your favorite retro game?
It keeps changing, man. It's
I'm
like
sure
a
it does.
moving target.
Right now.
I mean, I love right now probably Battletoads on the NES.
Battletoads. That's a
Yeah,
classic
the
game.
It changed my viewpoint on like playing old games.
Fester's Quest.
Yeah, it took the place of Colonel Mustard's Last Stand.
Beat them and eat them. Yeah, man. Battletoads it pushes you to your limits, and once you beat it, you just like. I got a wallet made. My friend makes wallets. He made me a Battletoads wallet. I was so proud. Showed everybody. Nobody gave a shit. But
I give a shit. Battletoads rules. Ask Tom
It does.
Green.
yes, but
What is
yeah,
he
it's
up
a man's game.
Not much.
we should get him on the show.
I bet right now in Tom Green's career we could, Mike.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, he seems cool.
We got Mike Buschetti coming on our show end of the month.
Oh, nice.
Nobody knows who that is.
That's not true.
Buschetti's. Oh,
Yep.
not okay.
He used to be a big guy on the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, he's on a bunch of Adult Swim stuff right now.
Oh man, I gotta look him up. I probably know who he is.
He was on Last Comic Standing back in the early days.
He used to announce. He's best friends with Artie Lang. He used to
Yeah.
be the host of the Artie Lang show.
Oh, nice. I keep getting Steve Buscemi popping up.
Mike Buscetti.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi won't come on. We've talked to him a couple times. He won't come on.
Steve
Oh, that's messed
Buscemi.
Yeah,
Steve Buscemi.
yeah. He turned us down.
And Mike Buscetti.
Yeah, they're cousins.
No.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's coming on.
He's on Laughing Friends now as President Jimble.
That's awesome. I love. Is that new Adult Swim show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so I know somebody who works on that. Well, he's an older friend of mine, creative. He does the voice of the boss, Mr. Boss.
Oh, nice.
His name is Mark M, and he runs like Sick Animation. And
I love
Sick animation.
You gonna
Riding on a Mershak back. Got a bunch
Bro.
of kids riding on my back.
I'm gonna snowball it into Randy's mouth.
Who's got the juiciest beehole in town?
The dragon does. The dragon.
Bro, I didn't know I was in company of fellow Sick Animation fans.
Oh, dude, we love
Fuck
it.
yeah. Grew up all high school. I
Yeah,
was watching Sick
so Mark-
Animation.
Dude, Mark M is like an old friend of mine. I mean, now we don't talk now, but way back when I was trying to be in the creative realm of like absurd comedy. Like I used to talk to him, and like he would show me things, and I sent him videos he put on his old website that were like remakes of his older content. But yeah, dude, fucking, he's the voice of Mr. Boss.
We need to get Mark on.
Yeah, we got to get Mark on.
We just should talk to
Dude,
Mark.
he's hard to get a hold of. You would be fucking awesome, man.
Dude, I bet we could do it.
We can reunite. We can reunite B. Ross.
P. Ross and Mark.
Yeah. And you'd be like, hey, I don't remember you at all. I'd be like, cool, man. I'm a huge fan.
I just got a picture of you on my wall. It's fine.
Oh, man. Some good shit.
I love Sick Animation.
We played E.T. together.
Hey, Future Michael here again. Fun fact, our Patreon episodes don't have ad breaks like this one. We are brought to you by Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules, as well as other shows like The Game, Nerd News, Fables from the Forgotten. All great, all available for human ears to listen to. Fables from the Forgotten, of course, is an audio drama that I do a lot of work on. I do voices, I do directing, I do sound design, I do all that fun stuff. So please check that out. Go to dungeonstudios.co to find the suite of shows and links to everything and however you want to listen to it. And also get yourself a D&D module. They're like a couple bucks. What? Oh, man, you're bored. Play D&D. And we're also brought to you by Silk City Hot Sauce. Ooh, go to Silk City Hot Sauce for some of that old school heat and handcrafted flavor. Get yourself a bottle of Psychic Bigfoot. Goes great on anything. I literally ate a bottle of it in a week. I have to order more. Using Jeremy and I's promo code. STEEL at checkout. You'll save 20% off your order. This part of the ad saves you money on delicious hot sauces. You should definitely go to silkcityhotsauce.com and pick yourself up a bottle of something or many bottles of everything. Do what you want. 20% off. The more you buy, the more you save. Ha! Promo code STEEL. That's STEAL. STEEL. STEEL from Jeff at Silk City Hot Sauce. That's SILK. Silk. Like moths make. And hot sauce.
It's hard to introduce people to it, though, because, you know, it gets real fucking... Some people will be like, what the fuck is this? Some, like, right-wing, crazy, racist humor shit? And you're like, no,
saw a ghost. One time I saw a ghost.
it's the joke is, you know, he's making fun of being overly silly racist.
I got a bunch of kids riding on my back.
The Mershak.
Guy picks up the
He's
lawnmower.
Strumming the lawnmower. It's great. It's good stuff.
Because I'm hungry for shit.
Plus, I'm hungry for shit.
Okay, what happened? Oh, man. Dude.
That was great.
He's a
Why
fucking
don't you?
genius.
Why don't you tell him here what you thought about your cousins? I hated it.
Hated it.
Oh, come
bro.
on, man.
Have you heard his music? His music's fucking great too.
Oh no.
He has like rap albums.
What?
And he has a Black History Month song that's worth checking out.
That sounds hilarious.
Is he Rucka Rucka Ali?
I don't know.
You ever heard that song, Mike?
No.
The All Around the World. It's like the globe. All the animations are holding hands.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that one?
No.
And it cuts to the. He's like, we're all in the world together. And it cuts to the Mexican people, and they're like, Chimichanga.
Oh, yeah.
burrito."
Oh.
I've seen this. Okay.
Wasn't that on Wonder Chosen?
I think it was on Wonder Shows.
And then it was like the...
Yeah, it's the ooga booga
Yeah,
bee, ooga booga doo.
That's a deep fucking cut there, dude. Wonder Chosen?
We've been on the internet since its conception.
Yeah.
I know. We must all be around the same age.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just probably-
30s.
Yeah.
Yep.
People nowadays. I showed my son some of this sick animation shit, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" He can't even categorize it. He's like, "I don't know if this is boomer or."
Now I need to
I don't
show you
understand.
salad fingers.
Dad, I think this is problematic.
I'm like, "No, son, listen. Let me just show you Green Lovers. Just listen." He hangs himself at the end of Come On Scoob. It's funny.
All right, son, you're 13 now. It's time to see what meat spin is all about.
Oh God, I can't hear that fucking song without that imagery anywhere.
Yep, it's burned into your retinas when that friend puts it on your computer, and then you come back from your college class into your dorm, and you turn on your computer, and it's "You spin me right round, baby, right round."
No,
And I see
son.
it, that floppy meat just like perfectly going in a circle.
No, son, you don't understand. It's a badger, 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 and then a mushroom, mushroom.
Mushroom, yes.
It's hilarious.
Snake.
I think back on our fucking like the Wild West days of the internet for us, which was probably like early 2000s, and just how fucking out of control some of that shit was.
Bum fights. The Olympics, Mike. What are they called?
No, first of all, it's fake.
The Pain Olympics.
The Pain Olympics. I found out it was fake. I never
Thank
watched
God.
it.
What
I
about?
don't know, man. It's like the wasp on the nutsack. That looked kind of real, but
It was the cutting his own penis for me.
that part.
I didn't see it. I
He
didn't see
flayed
it.
his own penis open.
But it's not real. Thank God.
This is the shit we'd trick our friends with back in the day. I mean, these days it's like Rick rolling. We're like, oh yeah, check this out. Psych! It's a fucking super old guys blowing each other.
Hey, look at this jihadi video where they're cutting hostages' heads off.
Oh God.
Remember there was
Gotcha with another cartel video.
There's
Enjoy your trauma.
It was the cartel videos, the terrorist videos, and then there was, I know it went around. My buddy got me with it. It was the video of them eating a baboon's brain out of the baboon while it's alive.
That's a classic Faces of Death video.
Faces of Death. Yes,
Oh,
that's what it
God,
was.
yeah.
Faces
Why
of
do I
Death.
know all this shit, man? This is why we're all fucked up.
This
man.
is
all
why we're
coming out.
fucked up.
It's all bubbling up.
Hey, the Clay Wars.
Oh God. Yeah, man, that shit. Those fucking cartel videos like ruined fucking Guns N' Roses and Funky Town for me too. I can't hear that music.
It just
I
hit
start
me.
shaking.
It just hit me. There's that one with the guy who gets beat with a hammer. Remember that?
Oh, the one guy, one hammer.
The one guy, one hammer. Mike, pull it up.
Nope,
Mike,
absolutely
pull it
not.
up.
Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm saved right now. I'm saved. I have not seen this video.
Mike, you just pull it up. One
No,
guy, one
I will
hammer.
be traumatized. No,
It's just a close up of a guy getting his head beaten with a hammer. It's
Yeah,
very
it's bad.
horrifying.
I don't want to watch that.
Fucking
He's
terrible.
gurgling and shit with no face anymore. It's bad.
I don't want to watch that.
Dude, that shit is too much, right? Like, I don't know. I think that kind of defines the person you are deep down. If
Yeah.
you watch that and the way you react, you're like, huh, guess that sucks.
Yeah, once you see it, it's in there forever. It's
yeah,
just
those
in there
cartel
for-
videos were the worst though for me. Like, I can't. They're fucking. I don't even know what I was like looking at. My brain was trying to like not process it when I saw that shit for the first time.
We're so used to seeing fake violence. When you
Right.
see the real violence, you're like, that must be Hollywood, right? No one would ever record that. That's terrifying.
Try and distance yourself, desensitize yourself to stuff like that. If someone tells you that it's real, you're like, well, I feel like I've seen this before, right?
Well, I mean,
I've seen this in Hostel.
you watch it, you exit the video, you go on Newgrounds, and you play the anime porn dating games. You know,
And you still see it. You still see that stupid ISIS video where they're running over people with a tank, and it's like 4K and like set multiple camera angles. Like, when did they get the budget for these fucking gore videos go up so high?
Yeah, and it didn't stop you from masturbating to the anime dating games, but it made it more difficult.
It's just fucking up your whole mindset of what you're into anymore.
I can't come unless they're being crushed by a tank.
Oh,
I
God.
gotta step on mice to come anymore.
Well, we have been MJSYPod. MJSYPOD.
Is that, are we at time?
All the things. We're at 30.
30? Well,
Yeah.
some of that's intro, outro. So we have a little bit of time.
What was the catalyst to your video gaming? Like, what was it? Did a parent buy you a console? Was it going to the old arcade, playing Gauntlet? Was the big strong barbarian?
Honestly, you know what's weird too is I'm told every time I talk about my childhood and video games, people are like, "Oh, you must have had money." I was like, "Fuck, we were poor as shit." I think I just bugged my parents enough to where they would buy like a used system, because I recall them just getting me a Nintendo off of like their buddy Dell, who was like a tweaker, and then that was kind of my intro into video games around like 88, and then they just kept buying me systems, and I just told them every time birthday, I'm like, "Look, I'm easy, guys. Christmas, birthday, just get me video games. That's it." You know, they tell the family, so I'd always have a nice cache of those. So it was really just my main escape as a kid, was just all of those 80s, 90s video games. And so I just have a lot of core memories associated to them. And I like to revisit them and see if they hold up. So yeah, it really was just me bugging the fuck out of my parents and then just spending all their money just on that. Being like, "You're getting one gift." I'm like, "Good.
Just make
Better,
it
better be Clay Fighters."
Grand Theft Auto. All I want
Yeah.
for Christmas is Grand Theft Auto.
I want the expansion where I could play Knuckles.
But they, it never ended though, because I just became a gamer forever. And, I wish my kids could get into it, but all they give a shit about is Roblox.
Right. I won't buy
Yeah.
it for mine. My kid's not getting Roblox.
Nope, there's too many weirdos. We've talked to a lot of people in the industry. There's a lot of weirdos.
We had a weirdo on the
Roblox.
show, and he was telling us how he masturbates to, Roblox characters.
There's more specifically, there's a lot of weirdos on Roblox trying to talk to
I heard that
kids.
episode, B. Ross.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe it
we
was
didn't
you.
know that about him.
I love shapes.
Yeah, it was either like, I guess the whole thing now is like with children, it's like Minecraft, Roblox, or Fortnite. Like that's it. Those are the fucking squads that are established.
Oh, they're trying to get more kids in STEM.
Yeah, and then they try to make you buy all their stupid fake money.
Yeah, I have nieces and nephews. Like, because I remember being a kid, and they're like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I'm like, "Microsoft gift points, please. I have to get the Wizard's Tower in Oblivion. I need my own pirate
Horse
ship.
armor.
Yeah, I need horse armor in the
Yeah.
game." But it actually worked, right? Horse armor actually gave defense to your horse. Nowadays, my nieces and nephews are like, "No, I need V-Bucks so that my character has an afro. It costs $20." I'm like, "Well, does
Like
it?"
plays Rihanna.
I was like, "Does the afro give you like unlimited ammo or some kind of buff?" And they're like, "No, it's just cosmetic. It's purely cosmetic."
It sparkles.
Yeah. Like, oh, so now we're just giving money so that you can wear a different outfit. What's that all about?
Well, also for like Minecraft, they do that. But this is the thing, Jeremy. You can sit there and make the sparkly afro and put it up for sale yourself for people to buy, not just the developers.
Oh, so like World of Warcraft.
So you can make money on the afro that you made. So it opens up this kind of marketplace for people, anyone.
Pedophiles.
Yeah, sure. I don't buy their stuff.
Or Afro aficionados.
Black people.
And
Oh,
Jews.
that is something that we have in common with black people is our afros.
It is true.
Oh,
They're
man.
They're very glorious.
Well, I'm very glad we were able to get you on the show because someone doesn't understand the time zones.
Time zones. To be fair, Yeah, I suck with time zones, but also that week was kind of fucked up. I just was switching jobs and everybody was sick, and my whole concept of time was completely off. But I appreciate you guys being patient with me and having me on still.
No problem. We the most important thing to us is talking to some cool people that want to talk to us.
We love to hang out with people that make things.
Yeah, people that make things.
That's awesome. You guys, I like your show too, and I like your guys' banter. You guys seem like you've been friends for a really, really long time.
I just met this guy the other day.
That's right. Just a couple days ago.
He means nothing to me.
No, we grew up together. We're cousins.
That's awesome, man. You guys remind me of another show I really like called Tadpog. Not to like, plug another show on a show, but I guess this show's about. You guys should probably steal their show too, man.
Mike, pull it up.
They can't do something similar.
Tadpod?
Tadpog.
Yeah, it's called Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. They're fucking a riot, though.
Well,
your guys' show reminds me of theirs. You guys are very similar with your humor and everything.
Yeah,
very listenable.
Just text it to me.
Tadpog.
Tadpog. I know. I'm just plugging other shows.
That's fine. We'll see.
Yeah, we don't care. We're not like. It's not like the time that Jeremy got to talk to Big J Okerson when he called in on his podcast, and then Jeremy got to plug MJSY Pod, and then they cut it.
Oh no! Well, that tracks.
I love Big J. He hurt my heart that day.
He should sell fingerless gloves.
Always. Why? Is he hiding a swastika on his palm?
I love fingerless
It's a
gloves.
swastika of penises.
I wear semi fingerless gloves to work. I'm a roofer, and I wear.
Oh, cool.
The glove covers my pinky and my ring finger all the way, but my thumb, middle finger, and index finger are fingerless glove.
So how long you been a roofer?
15 years.
Okay, I got to ask, what's the craziest thing you've seen or experienced as a
The
roofer?
craziest roof you've ever seen.
Yeah. What's the wildest shingle you've come across?
It was made of teeth.
Bones.
That's fucking metal.
What's the craziest thing I've seen roofing or on a roof or in a roof?
I guess either or, because somebody's always got a story if you've been in the industry long enough.
Well, there's only 3 type of people on a roof. There's a tradesman, a drug addict, or a felon. There's the only 3.
Or Slender Man.
It's what we call the drug addicts.
Touche.
I've seen 2 roofers fighting on the edge, and they were not tied off, and they were getting very physical with each other. But I was too far away, like I was yelling at them. They were my guys, and I was like, "Knock the fuck off!" Slur this, racial epithet that, and I was cussing at them, and they weren't stopping, so I threw my hammer at them, and I hit them with my hammer. And they were like,
It bounced off their afro.
They're Jewish afros by Jewish construction workers. And
Famous. I really feel like that's saturated.
I was the only Jew on any job site I've ever been on. And
I've always heard about that stereotype of the Jewish roofers.
Yep. Famous for roofing. We went from pyramids to single ply TPO.
Well, you did all that chimney sweeping back in the 1800s.
Right. Yep. They called it blackface. I was just doing my job. No,
It sounded like some Hell in a Cell shit took place.
I've had some crazy stuff. One time they hired a child molester, and I found out on my lunch break that he was a child molester who was on the run for molesting his own niece. And when I came back, I beat him with a shovel.
With a hammer? You're just the hammer guy?
Nope. I beat him with a shovel that time, and I got in trouble for it. And then the next day, he was arrested by the police and brought back to Indiana, where he molested his.
Beat him with a shovel?
I beat him with a tear-off shovel. It's not a normal shovel. It's got teeth on it.
Yeah, to get underneath all the nails.
Yep.
One of those artisanal shovels.
It was
you got to be in the industry.
It was a bespoke shovel. Yeah, he was weird. He's in prison now with a weird nose.
Did you hit him? Did you hit him and say, "I guess you can't dig it"? Nah, that wouldn't work.
Yep. I said really cool stuff like "keep your hands off kids," and "you fucking chimo." All the fun words.
Weird. That's weird. I guess in those industries though, the vetting isn't as precise.
No, they'll hire anybody. I'm pretty sure they just stand outside the DOD and just hire people straight out of prison. Pretty sure.
The Department of Defense?
Yep.
Is that what you meant?
Oh, wow.
The Department of Diddlers.
Oh, that's not a good place to recruit.
No, if you're looking for a pedophile, look up. They're putting a roof on somewhere.
Oh God.
Video games. Well, hey, thanks for joining us,
Yeah.
B. Ross.
Thanks a lot, B. Ross.
No problem. Appreciate you guys having this endeavor. I got to know, you said somebody recommended our show. I'm wondering if it's somebody in our community.
I would imagine.
Do you have any hints?
It was an anonymous message.
Of course.
I was just giving you a show.
Nice. Well, I appreciate anonymously whoever put that in. Thank you. Always love the crossover stuff. Hopefully it was Mark M.
Maybe. Ask him. Bug him about it.
You know Mark
Nice.
McGuire?
Mark McGuire, man.
No shit.
The Royd King of South Carolina.
Yeah, he's a Bash brother.
Yeah. The Hammer Brother.
The first
Goes around
Giga Chad.
beating pedophiles off roofs with hammers.
No, we're gonna get a hold of Mark M and we're gonna have you back on. B. Ross.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Rekindle the flame.
We had fun.
Yeah,
We had
awesome,
fun
man.
here today.
We had a busy day. It's been 8 hours of recording.
Oh, God.
That's what I heard, man. That's crazy. I mean, how many episodes you did today?
Well, we did 2, and then we had to record on another podcast
We were
that we
guests.
promised that we would do. And then I had to, not only did you cancel last recording session, but the other host of the other show also got all the stuff wrong, which I'm very clear.
So we did what we did with you today with another person.
Yes.
As well.
Oh wow.
So
Well,
So-
I'm like partially retarded, so I apologize for that.
Oh,
we
I
all are.
forgive you.
that's why they call it a spectrum. Because we're
Yes,
all
sir.
on it.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome, guys. When's this episode coming out?
Your episode is going to come out
2 Mondays.
2 Mondays from now.
Okay, good.
And hey, man, check out the show. We've got an active Discord. There's a lot of creative people on there.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got musicians,
So
animators,
many
all sorts.
guests we've had,
Yep.
other video game podcasts.
Yep.
I was trying to look for it. I was looking, but the only links I could find was your Spotify and your YouTube channel.
If you look in the description of our episodes, there's a Discord link.
Mike's like, I
well,
put it in there. I
duh,
swear.
that's where I put mine.
There you go. You are retarded.
Like I said, it runs in my family.
Yeah, join the Discord, man. We have a lot of fun on there. People are active all day, every day.
And we have a very important question for you.
Oh, I
Yes.
almost forgot.
All right. So, for your own reasons, who is better, Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone?
And really think about it. Think about the differences. Some people write their own stuff. Some people act
Easily
their own
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hell yeah! Aw, Jerry. Easily.
Come on. I
Well-
mean, he's got the best one-liner of any cheesy action movie of all time. You're probably gonna want to know what that is. Well, I'll tell you what that is. It's in Last Action Hero when he's walking up to that cop or a guy and he says, "Hey, are you a farmer?" And the guy says, "What?" And he goes, "Here's a couple of acres," and kicks the guy in the nuts so hard he flies off the screen.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, Sylvester Stallone has Cliffhanger.
Which
That's
he
like the only
wrote.
movie I like of his.
Which he wrote.
He wrote that?
He wrote it and directed it.
Damn, I didn't know that.
He also wrote and directed Rambo and Rocky.
Doesn't affect any of your opinions.
Oh, you could always take it back.
Nope.
Well, I mean, to be fair, one of them did win an Oscar, and the other one I don't think it's even been nominated. But
We were all kids and we wanted to see them both in the same movie, and Sylvester Stallone made that happen.
that's great. I mean, I would pick John Claude Van Damme.
You
over
are
both of
mine
them.
now. You belong to me.
That's right. All right, B.
Yeah, it's gotta
Ross.
be Arnold.
Fuck, we're tied.
Hell yeah.
We've recorded all day just to break even.
I thought you only had one Sylvester Stallone.
I got 2 today. You got 2
Oh, that's right.
Schwarzeneggers.
Yeah, 2 and 2. That's right.
People pick Stallone over Arnold.
Last
I'm
year,
very
Jeremy.
surprised.
Last year,
One of
Jeremy
them is
won.
one of them is a creative, and the other one's the son of a Nazi. But it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all sons of Nazis.
Yeah, one of them ran as a Republican, but they're really just a Kennedy. It's fine.
Yeah, he was my governor when I was actually living in California. And what's funny is everybody who graduated from college got his signature on their diploma,
Wow.
And
which
then
is it just blows my mind.
Then he was replaced by Gavin Newsom.
Yeah,
We
I
wish
don't live
for,
there anymore, so I live in Oregon.
I kind of wish Schwarzenegger was still the governor. California.
Yeah, he seems more chill now, right?
He's definitely more chill than Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, it's all bonkers. I'm not even a political person. Like people ask me, I'm like, I think all politics are lame.
No,
Both
speaking
sides.
speaking of that, where do
When
you
did it become cool? It was never cool. Like I just want to listen to emo music and party rock.
Hell
you know?
yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, you're going to play our song?
we do a little segment here we don't have time to do, but you can hear the stinger.
Okay. Oh yeah, I heard that on the episode.
Yeah, written by the
Who does
illustrious,
your music?
the illustrious and talented William Lanham of William Lanham Music on YouTube.
He's also on our Discord.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, your guys' intro is fucking killer.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, totally.
All right, we gotta get out. We gotta eat these wings.
Yeah, we got to go.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna finish watching the UFC illegally, like I am on my other screen. So,
Love it.
All right, B. Ross, we love you.
hey, you guys are fucking awesome, man. I'll come on anytime. We'll start the Seal podcast. You can
Beautiful.
steal
Oh, hell yeah.
Steal the Seal.
Start
Steal
the
the seal.
podcast so we can steal it.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna make a podcast, just one miniseries that I'm never gonna continue, and you guys just steal it. And
We'll
it'll
do
be
it.
about Seal.
But no one's done that before, so we would appreciate it.
It's the biggest waste of energy for an inside joke between us three.
Well, it's another way for us to plug your show again in the future.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
I don't believe you. All right, B.
Okay,
Ross.
that's fair. All right, you guys have a wonderful Eastern time zone night.
We will. We're going to go eat some wings.
All right, buddy. Take
Fucking
care.
jealous. All right, guys. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.